one fund inside my Roth IRA, which is a VTSAX Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund. And in this video, I'm going to share 5 reasons that I chose that fund. And make sure you watch till the end, guys, because I'm also going to share what's inside my solo 401k, which is my self-employed retirement account. The VTSAX is the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund, and it is an Admiral share. And at the time of this video recording, it is a fund with 3,861 stocks. So I'm going to share with you guys why I decided to invest in this, because I know that investing in a Roth IRA, 401k, or any type of retirement fund can be extremely confusing. At least it was for me, guys, because when I started learning about the Roth IRA and getting started with the Roth IRA, it took me forever to get started because I had no clue what to put inside of it. When I did my research online, there was so much stuff that came up that said you can invest in cryptocurrency, index funds, ETFs, real estate, annuities, CDs, REITs, anything that you can throw inside of a Roth IRA. So for someone like me who had no clue what to put in it, it can be extremely confusing and make you do and give you analysis paralysis, because you're like, well, what if I throw the wrong thing in there? What if I'm doing it wrong? All these thoughts go through your mind, and then you don't even take any action. So guys, I'm going to share 5 reasons that I went with the VTSAX, and hopefully this will help you decide on what you should put it inside of your Roth IRA. Now, I'm not creating this video to tell you to put the VTSAX in your Roth IRA. Guys, that's a personal decision. But I will tell you that you won't go wrong if you decide to go with the VTSAX. So let's go ahead and get started. So the main reason that I got started with the VTSAX, guys, the very first reason that I did was I read a book called The Simple Path to Wealth. Guys, this book was amazing. It basically broke everything down in layman's term on how to get started with investing and the simplest and hands-free method to use. So I have a link down of the book down below in the description. If you have never read this book, if you don't know how to get started, if you're looking for a more hands-free way to get started, or you just want to enjoy reading something about investing like I like to read. Guys, this book was written by an author named J.L. Collins. It's a very easy to read book. The author wrote the book basically for his daughter to let her know he wanted her to get started investing, but she had told him that she wasn't interested in options, learning about individual stocks, or anything. And he realized that most people, when they talk about investing, that their mind automatically goes towards individual stocks, margins, options, all that stuff that we hear about investing. Well, that's not the only way to invest. As a matter of fact, that's not the way that I wanted to invest in my retirement accounts. So in my Roth IRA, I have VTSAX, and then in my solo 401k, I have the Fidelity version of the total stock market, which is FSKAX, and those are my only retirement accounts, guys. So in my retirement accounts, that's all I have. And then number 2, guys, the reason that I got started with this this index fund is because I didn't know anything, guys. I am completely honest with you guys. I'm 50 years old. I just started saving for retirement about 4 years ago. I'm doing everything I can to catch up and create financial independence so that when I reach my golden years, I won't be struggling. And to sit here and pretend that I know what I'm doing, if I did, guys, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I didn't want to try to be a professional or try to basically do what I think was right. I wanted to do something that offered me diversity. As I mentioned, this stock does have 3,861 stocks in it, so I don't have to worry about gambling all my money on one individual stock and then hoping and praying that it pays out huge when I'm ready to start using this money. So I went with this because I felt comfortable knowing that I was diverse from the right out the gate. And yes, something can happen when, whenever you're involved in investing in the stock market, there's always a risk regardless. It doesn't matter which index fund you are investing in, what you're investing in. If your money is in the stock market, there is a risk. But the great thing about this, guys, is that you don't have to worry about it crashing and all your money being gone one day. Because if that happens, well, then that means pretty much that it's the end of the world, because you're investing in all the companies in the United States. So if that happens, well, you've got a lot more to worry about than where's your money at, what happened to your money in the stock market. That won't even matter at that time. So it helps me sleep at night knowing that that's the case with this. And then the third reason, guys, that I went this route was because of the expense ratio. Guys, if you take a look at the expense ratio on this, it has a expense ratio of 0.04%. Guys, that is low. If you were to invest, let's just look at the calculator. If you were to invest $10,000, let's go $10,000 times at a 0.4% interest rate, that means you're only paying $4 on that $10,000. Now, of course, if my math is right, guys, I'm not the best in math, but regardless, the expense ratio is amazing. And that's because at the time when I opened up my Roth IRA, Vanguard was the lowest in their fees. It has just been recently that Fidelity and all these other brokerage accounts are now starting to do low-cost index funds and stuff as well too. But when I got started, I'd heard about Vanguard, and I liked the fact that their expense ratio was really, really low, and that was the reason that I did it. Because, guys, regardless of your age, regardless of how much money you have, you don't want your money being eaten up by fees. So you're looking for something that's going to give you peace of mind, that doesn't cost you a lot. Those two things alone will help you sleep better at night. And the fourth reason, guys, that I decided to go with this, the VTSAX, is because it has a great track record. Guys, since it was created, it has had an average annual return of 8%. Now, I know that there's people out there who say that you can do better than 8%, and they might be able to. But as I mentioned, I don't know that much about investing, and I don't know what to really look for in a stock pick or a index fund or a mutual fund or whatever. I don't know what to look for. So I prefer to just go with the VTSAX because it's the total stock market index fund. And I don't claim to know that I can do better. So I am happy with the 8% interest rate as long as I am able to keep putting money into it, maxing out the max and reaching my catch-up contributions. I think I should be good with my Roth IRA in the next 10-15 years. I should have a decent amount of money. So anyway, guys, I wanted to just show you guys what's inside of my VTSAX. As I mentioned, that's the only fund that I have in my Roth IRA. I didn't do anything else. You can put in the VTSAX and you can do other funds. You can put as many funds as you want. Guys, if you invest in the VTSAX, you don't need anything else. You've already diversified your money and you don't have to really worry about anything. So make sure that you're investing in no more than 1 or 2 investments in your Roth IRA. Because if you put too much in there, then you're going to end up regretting it because you're going to be diversified too much. You really only need one great index fund or one ETF in there and just focus on maxing that bad boy out every year. If you do that, I guarantee you will be happy when you're ready to pull out that money at the end, when you're ready to start using it. Now, as I said, you're putting money into the stock market. There's always a chance that that market will be down when you're ready to use that money. But, I think that if you just invest in one good ETF or one good index fund inside of your Roth, then you're golden. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You know what to do, and I will talk to you later. Bye.